Good morning. Starting off the day, venturing into the world. And the world is hot. But the world is also 70 degrees. So I thought I should have brought a jacket and a sweater, but I actually should have worn a t-shirt and shorts. It's fine. It's also occurring to me that I forgot to wear deodorant, but like it's cool. It's cool. I'm not going around nobody. MJ is hosting a random dance today, so I'm here. I'm not dancing, but I'll probably like film some of it. I brought my camera. We'll see how the day goes. Slight technical difficulties. Wow, I'm dark. Slight technical difficulties happened. The speaker that was over there, the big one, it died. So now we're using like MJ's little one that she carries with her, and it's like this big, and it's not as loud, but you know what? It's small but mighty. It's doing its little thing. We've already been going for about an hour. I think it's supposed to go for like an hour more. I've been taking videos on the ZV-E10. I brought it with the whole rig and everything. And honestly, it's worked really well. I think the videos have turned out really well. Maybe I'll include them here, maybe I won't. We'll see. We'll see. It's done. It's done. It is 5:26 and we are finally finished. It was 2.5 hours, and I could argue that might be a little too long. Like that's a half hour shorter than Oppenheimer.
Isn't Oppenheimer like 3 hours long?
Yes, it's a half hour shorter, which makes it 2.5 hours. Excuse you.
I can't find my lotion. My hands are ashy. Like, look at the white in that. Ugh.
Did you have a good time?
I did.
Do you think it went well?
Honestly, considering that there's no water, yeah. Lotion.
MJ knocked her ring in between the seats. I had to go and fish it out. But it's fine, we got it.
Thank you.
And you got your lotion.
Yeah.
Which, call me crazy, putting lotion on dirty hands is like, makes me feel deeply hurt. Anyway, so like, did you think it went well?
I think so. So there was a couple of mishaps that happened during the playlist because when I was working on the playlist originally, I was doing it on the iPad. And because I was doing it on the iPad, something started to mess up because I took in some last minute requests, which there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. And as I was, are you good?
Get out.
And as there's a little bit.
It scared me because I was like, what's this little speck? And then the speck jumped at me. It wasn't a big bug, it was just like, ugh, and then it flew on the door, so he's out. Continue.
Yeah. But I ended up editing it on the iPad because I screen recorded the videos and I was putting them in DaVinci in my iPad, and then as I was switching out songs, it started to mess up the playlist and delete some other songs, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do this on the computer, and I transferred the whole file project and the source that I got everything from to the computer, and it was just not working, and it was like media offline. No matter how much relinking I did, it just kind of completely screwed everything up. So I just like redid it from scratch. So I was just like cut. I wasn't like looking for what to take out, so there was a lot of parts during the random dance where it would stop and like restart in different weird spots because that was me trying to figure out where the chorus started. And the mix was a little bit of a hot mess, but people were still, you know, having fun. People had a good time. The speaker ended up dying because I borrowed a speaker from a friend, and it was a big JBL like party speaker, dead. So my little buddy, my little JBL speaker that's about like this big, that could finish out the playlist. I think it was good. Everyone enjoyed themselves. Oh, and the water was a very successful idea because everyone grabbed bottle. Like there's maybe like a couple bottles left.
Yeah.
See, consideration.
I never said it was a bad idea.
I didn't say you did, but like, and a lot of people were like, oh, I really like that there's a good blend of old and new songs, and that it was boy, girl, but it wasn't.
That I
just,
actually
like,
didn't notice until somebody pointed it out.
Really?
Yeah, and I started paying attention. I was like, oh, it is.
I try to do that so that it's like evened out, so it's not predominantly girls or predominantly boy groups, and it's like an even mix, because not everyone does boy groups and not everyone does girl groups, and there's some people who do both, so it's like a little bit for everybody.
Yeah, like I said, I think it worked. I think everything worked out pretty well. I just wish it was a little shorter. Maybe it's just because of my tolerance.
I think.
But I was like, by like 75 minutes in, I was like, ooh boy, we have 75 more minutes to go.
I feel like what I'm gonna do for next time is make it an hour long, and then like do one an encore, and then it's like a 30 or like a 30-minute one or something like that. 30-45 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that's what I might do for next time.
Yeah, maybe like an hour 30 like top.
Yeah.
Because I feel like 2.5 hours is a long time. And I think people got tired by the end.
Yeah.
Because I feel like less people were coming in. Anyway, I got some good footage there. And you probably saw it by now, because I'm sure I put some of it in the vlog. Anyway, now we're trying to figure out where to eat.
Yeah,
and I've been going through our note. And a lot of places I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Closed. This sounds good. Closed. And I was like, oh, okay. A lot of these places close at like 2 p.m. So I've been making notes. So yeah, food.
I needed to turn this on because we're looking at this place called like Poppy Smash Burgers, and like you know how each like place has like its designated sauce? Would you like to guess what the name of this restaurant sauce is if you couldn't tell by the name of the restaurant? It's called Poppy's sauce. So it'll be like a burger with the stuff. Like this one's Poppy's OG. It is a 2 Florida raised beef patties, smashed onion, American cheese, sweet heat pickles, Martin potato bun, Poppy sauce, or bougie truffle sauce. Vegan Poppy sauce. That's it.
Well, it was decided that we would get Q ramen. Q ramen. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I would rather have a freaky shake. Do you not want a freaky shake?
I want you to get freaky in my shakes. I'm taking over for a little bit. So we made it in. We have fun-shaped glasses of water. And the water is good. It's good flavor water. It has like a flavor, but it's not bad.
Water rating.
It's like a 3.8 out of 5.
3.8 out of 5 what?
Water drops.
Okay.
I ended up getting the omurice, which if you've seen the omurice, it's like the rice with the egg, the chicken dome, and then you cut it and just and it like unfurls with we get to try 2 sauces, and I got it with with meat, and I got it with Thai tea because I've never had Thai tea, and I'm really excited to have Thai tea. And I got like a beef on a stick or something like that, and I'm really excited to try it. What did you get?
A teriyaki beef rice burger. Yeah, and I also got it with the sweet potato fries and the Thai tea because I was told I'm not allowed to have lemonade.
I didn't say you couldn't have lemonade. I said you would always go for like the safer choice, which would be the lemonade in this case.
Okay, yeah, but like I'm hot and it would be nice to have something refreshing. But it's fine. I got the Thai tea.
Is the water not refreshing enough?
I don't know. I didn't drink it yet.
Well, try it. I feel like I'm doing a bad job at this cameraman thing. It's okay. This is for you to fix. Like, it has a flavor, but it's not bad.
It's not.
What's your rating?
It's like a... like a 4 out of 5. And we're using water drops, so I guess 4 out of 5 water drops. So MJ didn't mention that this is a, I don't want to call it just a Japanese restaurant. I feel like it's more than that. Japanese restaurant, ramen bar, I don't know how you want to describe it, but Asian style food. And they have like honeycomb seating, which try to like do this and not make it weird. So you can kind of sort of see it. Yeah, you can kind of sort of see it over there. It's honeycomb seating, and there's like multiple levels, and it's really cool. The food's here. So not only is it like the honeycomb seating, they also have these little, I'm gonna call them semi-private rooms, and like obviously like we're in here, that's how we're like placed, and it's really neat.
Like,
MJ kind of jumped the gun and ate before I turned the camera on.
Yeah, because like there's a little piece that was not on the burger, so it's kind of like nipped it. This is the beef on. Oh, it's wet. Oh my god. This is like beef on a stick. I'm gonna have it with the lettuce and without the lettuce. Tastes like beef. And then dipped it in the sauce. The yours are like that.
You're trying this 3 different times. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cause like it very much tastes like meat. It just tastes like unseasoned meat. But that meaty flavor, the sauce that's on the plate's a little sweet, and because the lettuce has just kind of been sitting on it, it kind of has picked up a little bit of that flavor. So you have a little bit like the crispiness from the lettuce or cabbage or whatever it is, the meatiness of the meat with the sweetness of the sauce, and then like the acidity of the lemon. Oh my god, it's really. I'll try these.
Sure. You guys ready?
Yes.
You go with seaweed today? So this looks like my biggest nightmare because I hate runny eggs. But do you want to give it a shot?
Wait, no, I gotta try with the sauce.
Now I was wondering how you even like eat that. What's underneath?
Rice. It's like rice but in the same shape.
I see.
Wait. This is really good. Like you can really, I don't know, I'm not sensitive to like the flavor of egg like that, but like I really like how the egg tastes with the rice. Well, also when I used to growing up, whenever we was too poor, we would eat white rice with eggs. So like this is just like nothing to me, but I really like it. You wanna try it?
Sure. And here's mine. Raise this up a little bit, make that a little brighter. There we go. You can see that a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, I already said what it was, but I'm excited about this. So, this is the Thai tea. I realized I didn't speak about it yet. You like it. Yeah, you like it. I'm okay with it. It tastes fine, but the aftertaste is a little smoky to me. Like, it's kind of I think I called it char-broiled or char-grilled earlier. Like, I don't know, it just tastes very oaky, woody, hickory. Maybe you're into that. I'm not. Anyway, we got a square.
Yeah, the matcha tiramisu, and I ended up getting the coconut milk tea. I haven't tried that yet because I'm trying to work through this. I almost ate almost all of the omurice. I'm just trying to finish it because I don't want to take these eggs home. They're undercooked, bro.
But yeah, so we'll get to that in a second. Well, eat it.
I feel like a corner is acceptable lately. Yeah. Oh, it's deep. All cream. Let me try.
Because you went in the corner.
I'm trying it again. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a very specific description. But everyone knows that one Hispanic lady who can bake a cake, and it's like vanilla, and it's like made with like that frosting that gets a little hard when you leave it out, but it has like that sweet flavor that's not too sweet, but it's not buttercream, and it's not really icing. You know what I'm talking about. So usually like the handmade thing, delicious cake, we all know the one lady that tastes like that with the little matcha powder on top. I don't know how else to describe that, but if you know, you know.
That's the aftermath.
We dogged it.
Yep. Alright, let's go. We left the restaurant and came back to, I wouldn't say our side of town, but we came back to Waterford because I needed to make a purchase at Best Buy. I've been using a 1 terabyte Samsung T7 as like my main SSD that I've been working off of, but that's not where I want to store things long term. So I decided to pick up another hard drive. Also a tile tracker, because the one in my wallet is dead. So I needed to pick up another one, and this was $20. It wasn't super expensive, but the batteries in these things do last like 3 years. The one that I got previously, that one was, I think that lasted about 3 years. So like, it lasts a long time, so the $20 will be well spent. And knowing where my wallet is good. Anyway, needed to buy this hard drive so that I can store my files long term, because I filled up the 1 terabyte, which is wild to me considering I've only been using it for 3 months. But I've been making a lot of content, so yeah, I was gonna fill it up, especially because Richard Ashby Music is now a 4K channel. It makes sense. Not happy about it, but I see how we got here. So I'm back home now, and I just talked about in the last clip how I bought a wallet tracker. And the reason I did it is so that things like this stop happening, because I can't find my wallet. When MJ and I were leaving the restaurant, I was like, hey, can you grab my wallet? Because I was gonna drive. And she didn't see it. And I was like, I thought it was in the bag, and it's not in the bag. And when we left the Lake Eola today, we didn't see anything on the ground. Like, you know, I made sure all of the stuff was up and there was nothing on the ground. My wallet was not on the ground. So it makes me curious about where it is. Like, it might be in my room somewhere, it might be in her car maybe, but I don't leave my house without it. So I'm gonna start looking for it in the room. If not, check her car and see what happens. But if I'm lucky enough and I do find it, I did buy that tracker, so now this won't happen twice. A little bit later, and you may notice that I'm in the car. But not only that, I'm in the driver's seat. Why am I in the driver's seat? Found the wallet. Well, it's a couple hours later, and I got the video up for today at 11 at night, but it's technically up. I technically still got it up in time. I don't know if it posted on Instagram. Oh, okay, it said it did. I did Instagram from the browser instead of like on the app, which is fine. It's just I've never done it before, so I didn't know if it would, how that works. It's a little bit of a different process. Anyway, I have my wallet. I put that somewhere. It's probably downstairs. Well, at least I know it's in the house this time. I found it, I said in the last clip, but I found it in, well, MJ found it underneath the seat. So what had happened was I left the house with it in my jacket pocket, and then because it was hot in the car, and I think I even filmed it, I took my jacket off, and when I took my jacket off, it slipped out of the pocket and fell underneath the seat. And I checked in the cracks between like the center console and like the seat, and then between the seat and the door, but it wasn't there because it didn't just fall in the crack, it fell in the crack and went under. So that's why I couldn't find it. But it is in my possession now. I need to figure out where it is. I think I left it downstairs. But I do have the tracker now, so now I can track it. And that's cool. Alright, that's going to be it for today. I'm not going to bother making a second episode for tomorrow. I'm just going to deal with it tomorrow. I think I also have something else to do tomorrow, and that's going to be a whole thing. I also need to start transferring all that footage off of the T7 and start transferring it to the new hard drive. Anyway, I'm gonna be busy. All right, thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow for something different. Good night.